Hi, Phone Bhoot, starring Katrina Kaif, Siddhant Chaturvedi, and Ishaan Khatter. A ghost gets in touch with these two young, silly, but very endearing guys. She needs a bit of help from them. These guys are ghost obsessed, and then what happens?
They've been ghost obsessed since they were kids,
Right.
and now it's basically a setup. The whole setup is an excuse for multiple gags about anything and everything under the sun. What uh, does happen is extremely good roles by Jackie Shroff, by Nidhi Bhisht, by Shiba Chadda. I thought that for me was the standout of the whole movie. And then there's Manoj Sharma and Surinder Thakur as well. So, all in all, it's an entertaining package, lots of gags, very loosely held together with ballpark of a story. Uh, what did you think?
I actually quite enjoyed the first half. I mean, and when they started and past references to movies and certain dialogues, it was hilarious. And I thought of my children and was like wanting to tell them to kind of watch because it kind of I think will resonate with this generation more. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that part. And then, audience sitting next had lovely comments on every such gag or
And I think that laughter that we kept hearing deserved to be canned as well, because this one person in particular had this laugh that was just crazy. Yeah. But what did you think
yeah.
of the movie itself?
So, like you said, it was loosely held together. Somewhere they didn't tighten the plot.
Hmm.
But yeah, and then I would go into a bit of I would sit back and think, what's coming next? Okay. And then sometimes I would be like edge of my seat, and then sometimes I would be laughing out loud. But those out loud moments were not, you know, that many in that sense, though it was quite interesting.
I loved it because I thought you couldn't foresee what was coming next a lot of the
Huh.
time. There weren't cliches in that sense.
That's true.
They did put together lots of stuff taken from, let's call it, ghosts and gag movies from across the world,
Across the world, yes.
but nicely put together. Lovely little touches of, for example, national integration, and some ghost would have a
Yes.
particular character, and another one would have a this thing. The Hindi, for example, just the opening credits announcement was hilarious, right? And same happens during the interval as well when the person goes through a certain bit of
Yeah.
instructions, let's put it that way. And marries should Hindi with English. So I thought that was quite nicely done too. There's a reason why it's Jackie Shroff, and there's a whole punchline right at the end about that. So very interesting pieces, and then they get the local lingo and all put in, like Ritu mentioned, a lot of pop culture references throughout, but uh, thankfully around Indian culture or Indian movies or Indian ads. And by the way, it has one of the best in movie promos for a brand that I have seen in recent times. I mean, that for one particular bit was brilliant. So very nicely put together, I thought. And by the way, it's by two debutant directors, Brijitesh and Madhu Nair, along with Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek Sharma, you'll know, has given us, amongst other movies, Tere Bin Laden, and a recent find of ours, Suraj Pe Mangal Bhari. Now, he, of course, has also done Ram Setu, but we can forgive him for those momentary lapses. I thought true credit goes to Jaswinder Bhatt and Ravi Shankaran, who are the writers and have managed to put these gags together in kind of a cohesive, whole in that sense.
Right.
Little touches. You will like some gags. You will not like some of them.
Yeah, that
But
was my
probably
point. But
70 to 80% you'll get.
right.
And if the reactions of the audience around us is any proof, I think the 70 to 80 may be a underestimate in that sense. So
Yeah, and Farhan Akhtar popped into my head with a lot of these gags and these jokes. I mean, they were like
Yeah.
brilliant.
So good fun throughout, and crucial time for the rating. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! I thought you were going lower. All right, both of us are going 8. Out of 10, I think we are being generous, but maybe we're just scared of the supernatural and what can happen to us if we don't give it a high
Must
rating.
watch once.
I think it's a must watch once, and do watch it in the theater. The audience reactions, as Ritu mentioned, do add to the flavor.
Right.
So let us know what you think. Phone booth. See you.
Bhoot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.